Hello, so it is the 28th of April. I've been in Melbourne for 3 weeks and a day now, and a lot's happened in the past 2 weeks. So I posted a video about my first week in Australia and how it was going and stuff. But now I guess I'll just give you a quick little update on how the past 2 weeks have gone. So I think the past 2 weeks were definitely harder than the first week, because the first week it's new and it's exciting, and I wasn't super worried about finding a job or anything yet. But the past 2 weeks I definitely had more like ups and downs and stuff, and felt more homesick and everything. And I also, even though I probably shouldn't have, was starting to freak out a little bit about finding a job. And I actually thought I was gonna have to leave Melbourne for a while and go do my farm work somewhere else. Farm work is something that you have to do if you have the type of visa I have and you want to stay for a second year. You have to do 88 days of farm or regional work, so that means you go to a rural part of Australia. There's like a list of zip codes that you're allowed to work in, and you do specific types of work. So like you can work on an animal farm or fruit picking or construction in certain areas or whatever. But those kinds of jobs are usually in decently high demand. So I thought for a while that that's what I was going to have to do. So I was going to give myself another 2 weeks in Melbourne and then go do that, because I just kind of was panicking a little bit about not having a job, even though I'm okay. I just don't like living off of my savings, and I don't like not having anything to do during the day. So I've started doing yoga every day as a way of distracting myself. But this week I had a job interview at a jewelry store, and they called me yesterday and I got the job. So that's really exciting. So I'm going to stay in Melbourne probably for 4 to 6 months. I really like the city. I know it's winter time here, so it'll start to get a little colder, but I'm not that worried about it. It's not going to get Indiana or Connecticut cold, so I'll be fine. Yeah, so I start work on Monday, which is really good, and I'm really excited about it. But to talk more about, I think adjusting to another country and everything, I think the past 2 weeks have been a little bit harder, just because I was starting to worry about finding a job, and the newness like wears off, so then it feels real, and you kind of realize like, oh wow, like I'm really here, and I'm here for a while, and it just feels very new, like it just feels very real all of a sudden, if that makes any sense. And so I definitely had moments of homesickness and stuff sprinkled in these past 2 weeks. But I've been fine. It's just, homesickness isn't a fun thing to feel. And I feel silly as well. I'm 24. I haven't lived at home since I was 18. But I guess it's just different when all of a sudden, everybody and care about lives on the other side of the world. There were moments where I felt a little like isolated, I guess. But I feel much better now, and I'm starting to like really make friends as well, which is nice. And yeah, so it's been really good. So, end of week 3, everything has been good. It's different. It's an adjustment. I would love to not be living in the hostel anymore. I'm still in my same room, in my same bed, but everybody else in my room has moved now. So it's all new people in here now, which is fine. But I would love to just have my own space, be in my own room. That would be really nice. So I'm going to start looking for apartments now that I have a job, and I know I'm going to be in Melbourne for a while. But I'm really excited, and I feel good about the fact that I have a job. I'm so excited. And I feel like I can start to maybe immerse myself a little bit more in Melbourne, like volunteer at the animal shelter, and, start to really try to immerse myself in Melbourne, because I love backpackers. I love being with other backpackers. They understand what you're going through and stuff, but I really want to meet more locals and immerse myself into Melbourne culture, because I think that's part of the reason why I moved, is because I wanted to experience something different. And I feel like if I'm always with other Americans or Canadians or whatever, then it's copping out a little bit. So I don't want to do that. I want to make friends outside of this group of people that move all the time. This week I start work on Monday. I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, doing like training and stuff. And then after that, I'm not sure what the next step is, but I feel really good about the job. So I'm happy. I haven't really done anything very exciting, otherwise I would, film it, but I've been mostly hanging out and trying to make friends. It's been like #1 goal. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.